So this is the only thing I ever think about. No, I'm kidding. So
I think there's this like myth of like startup people working hundreds of hours a week. Like you're just gonna burn yourself out.
You don't have to literally give your blood, sweat, and tears.
Your mental and physical health is part of this. If you're off, your team will notice, and then your company will be off.
I think that's like in the whole startup culture and like hustle culture is that you shouldn't have a work-life balance. You shouldn't think about anything else. You shouldn't have any savings. You should be all in. And I don't think that's necessarily the case.
I was working 100 hours a week, living with my parents, wasn't working, it was a super competitive category. We just like stuck with it and just didn't give up.
After work is done, which I don't even know if that's a real thing, I do take my time to like go get my workout in or whatever the case is. You know, I think that's an important thing for entrepreneurs. We need to find our own space because, numbers don't lie. A higher percentage of us than the general population are more likely to have like a mental health issue.
Go to the gym twice a week, even if you're busy. Go hang out with friends and have drinks and talk about anything but your business.
I'm an Iron Man, so I work out. I like to ride my bicycle as much as I possibly can. You know, we drink coffee here a lot, but as cold brew drinkers, we're also cold beer drinkers. So love, I'm in Minneapolis. We have a killer brewery scene and food scene.
Yeah, I mean, there's not loads of time for for like passions, but I really enjoy cooking and I spend time with my friends when I can, to be honest.
Cooking has been my passion. So when I was in other business, in fact, cooking was my hobby and which kept me going because whenever I wanted to sort of feel relaxed for my sake and my family's sake, I love to cook at home.
I love like outdoors, just going into nature and like walking around. Sounds funny that like one of my favorite things to do is just walking outside and just like being there and then cooking as well, like all things breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Sounds a bit weird. I love walking. I walk like 3 times a day, listen to music, just really like clears my head. Love traveling.
I love to travel and not like, oh my God, I need a big trip. Like, I mean, yes, I want to see the world. And I was fortunate enough at many of the companies that I worked at to see the world. But I even love like, I guess we call them staycations, where you just find something and even where you're nearby in like Michigan and you go there and you just have fun. Like, wow, I didn't even know that was here. Like, so I love to search and travel and see things.
And every weekend when we have time and we have like resources for this, I like to take my family and go traveling somewhere by the plane, by the car.
Just, hiking. Either I live in a kibbutz, so I kind of like, I like to walk on the fields. Spending a lot of time with my family, that's, for me, it's amazing, but also hiking in the desert, that's amazing. I love reading and I love to spend a lot of time with friends.
The most important thing I think for the first half of my day is making sure you really take care of yourself. Like working out in the morning, like at a minimum, I just do like a 15-minute thing with an app. That being said, there are days when you are just working from like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. because everyone else is working on those hours.
I can't say I have a daily routine. I wish I could tell you I woke up and did 100 push-ups and ran up the mountain, but usually sometimes get up, go to work, and just make sure we're getting done what we need to get done and always moving the needle forward.
I get up usually around 5 a.m. I meditate because it makes me more tolerable as a human being to other people in my life. I go to the gym because it makes me a more tolerable human being to other people in my life. And then I usually work till around 10 or 11 at night. And I don't really have much of a life beyond that at the moment. So I try to make it as enjoyable as possible.
Building a company is not something that happens overnight. So like, take the time to like, take care of yourself, whether it's working out or like, de-stressing, whatever it may be, video games, going outside, whatever it may be. And like, just kind of plan your day accordingly. Like there's no reason to run full speed all the time. You're just gonna make yourself feel worse.
So I think it's very important to do what you need to do to keep your mind clear and, you know, be able to work at this level, because not everybody can do this. Like it's pretty intense.
I could curl up with a book, read it, and if it's that great of a book, I won't stop. Like it's almost like I could go all night reading to get done with it. I get that excited about reading books. Those are the things I've done over the last 2 years to sustain my mental well-being, but also to ensure that Adea got the right founder, right? When I showed up every morning. That's important. If you want to be a founder, you're always on, and it's a great thing, but you will burn out if you don't have that right support around you.